Hey everybody, Low Carb Keith here. I'm in my kitchen, and today I was looking for some recipes that I could make for you. Something that would be easy and keto or low carb. And I got to thinking, out of all the 40 to 50 videos that I've done since January, I have never done anything sweet. And there's a reason for that. I am not a big fan of artificial sweetener. It just doesn't taste the same to me. And I'm like, if you're going to eat something sweet, then, have a little bit of real sugar. Just don't eat very much of it. So I was looking and I found a couple of recipes for cinnamon rolls. I thought that would be great to have. That might be a great way to use artificial sweetener and to make something that was kind of different and kind of sweet. But they were, to be quite honest, complex and probably a lot more than what I wanted to do. So I decided that I was going to make my own version of a low-carb cinnamon roll. And that's what I'm going to do today. So here we go. Let me show you what I've got and what I'm going to do. I am going to take some of my keto bread. I've still got a few slices in here. This is a zero net carb keto bread. It's got a lot of fiber and a little bit of allulose in it, and those cancel out the net carbs. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use some butter, okay, just a little tub of butter, some cinnamon, and some toothpicks. And so let me show you what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to take probably 3 or 4 slices of this bread. Let's do 4, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the middle of it. I'm going to take a knife, probably need a sharper knife than that, but I'm going to cut all the way around the edge and leave about a half an inch on the crust, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. See if I can get it without tearing it too bad. All right? So there, I've got a hole, Now, I'm going to cut one end of it, and then I'm going to roll it up into a little bitty skinny roll, and I'm going to secure that with a toothpick. You could use a skewer, I suppose, if you wanted to. Just going to put a toothpick in there, okay? Just like that. All right? So there we go. We're going to save this for something later. Now, I'm going to take some butter. I'm going to take some butter and just spread that on the top, just like that. Try to get it all the way around to the edge. Okay. There we go. And now I'm going to take just a little bit of cinnamon and sprinkle just a little bit on there, just like that. All right? So there is my little cinnamon roll that I'm going to bake. So now I'm going to do the other 4, so I'll have 4 to go in the oven. So let me do those, and then I'll get back with you and show you what we're going to do with it. There we are. You see I've got my 4 pieces of bread rolled up and buttered, and I've got cinnamon on top of it. So now what we're going to do is we're going just to put these in the oven. I'm only making 4. We're going to put these in the oven at 350 degrees, and these will only need to be in there probably maybe 5 minutes. So 5 or 6 minutes until they'll toast it up, because they're so thin and so small. So let's put them in the oven for 5 minutes, and we'll check on them, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to put on the top of it while we're waiting for these to cook. So we need something to go on the top of our little mini cinnamon rolls that I'm making. And I decided that instead of using artificial sweetener that is going to taste like artificial sweetener, which I'm not crazy about, that I would use real sugar. Now, what I decided to do is I decided to use 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. Now, 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar has 8 carbs in it. All right? What I did is I added to that powdered sugar a little bit of melted butter, a little bit of heavy cream, not much, maybe a couple of tablespoons, and a little bit, just a little bit of vanilla extract. Okay? And what I have made, and I'm going to show you this. What I have made is a little icing. It's just a little bit. It may be a tablespoon or 2 of icing, little icing. I could have probably put some more cream in there and made it a little looser. But this is what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to divide this up. When it comes out, I'm going to put this on the hot cinnamon roll and let it kind of melt on it. There's only 8 carbs in this because there's no carbs in the butter. There's very, very little carbs in the heavy cream, not enough to even matter. But there was 8 carbs in the sugar, in the powdered sugar. And like I said, I'm the type of person that, if I'm going to have something sweet, just have something sweet. I'm not a big fan of adding artificial sweetener to foods. Now, I have a little bit of artificial sweetener in my cup of coffee that I have every morning. I have artificial sweeteners in my drinks that I drink, but they don't taste like the kind that comes out of a bag and you add to your food. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's just going to be a little bit. Each of those little cinnamon rolls is going to be about 2 carbs because there's no carbs on anything that's in there. So we'll pull them out in just a minute. We'll take a look at them. We'll add our little icing and we'll give them a taste. All right. My cinnamon rolls were in the oven for about 5 or 6 minutes and they're done. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them now with the icing. All right. Hope you can see that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take them and just put just a little bit of icing on each one of them. Kind of all the way around. And like I said, this icing was just enough for 4 cinnamon rolls. Again, that icing was made with 1 tablespoon of regular old powdered sugar. See, now look at that. Doesn't that look good? 1 tablespoon of regular old powdered sugar. About a half a tablespoon of butter, a little bit of heavy cream, just maybe a tablespoon or so or 2, and some vanilla extract, just a dash of vanilla extract. So that was easy. That was very easy. It's it's low carb. Even with that powdered sugar in the icing, it's low carb. So we're going to take a taste of one, see how it did. All right, pull that toothpick out, and let's take a bite. Man, man oh man, that's delicious. What a great snack. And it's a great way of getting something just a little bit sweet. Because if you're like me, I miss sugar. I miss things that are sweet, but I know I can't eat a lot of them. But that's delicious. I'm going to save those for my family and let them try them when they get home. Anyway, there we are. They're kind of skinny, so we'll call these Keith's Keto Low Carb or Skinny Cinnamon Rolls. But they're really tasty and they were really easy to do. So, if you get adventurous, make these in your kitchen. I appreciate you watching.